everyone, and welcome back to Wildcard Wednesday for Wednesday, November 18th, 2009. Although today is Thursday, and I'm sorry this is a day late. So let's get on to some unfinished business. I use random.org to generate a number for the winner for my draw, and Raspberry, I believe that's how you say it, was number 20. So congratulations, Raspberry, and I hope you can please send me your your snail mail address so I can get all the goodies off to you right away. Welcome to Wildcard Wednesday's Christmas series, and the first thing we're going to be making is this cute little reindeer box. So we're going to start off needing different pieces of craft cardstock. You're going to need 2 pieces cut 5 by 5 3/4 inches, 2 big shot top note dies cut out of the craft cardstock. We're going to be using some of our circle punches, the 1-inch punch, and we're going to cut out 1 circle in craft and cut it in half. That's going to be an eyelid for a reindeer, 2 white circles for the eyes, 1 red for the nose, and we're going to add glitter to that later, and then with a 1/2-inch circle punch, 2 black circles for the pupils of the eye. I also used the craft cardstock for the ears, and I used the big shot little Sizzix dies, and the first one I used was the birds and blooms pieces, and I used that large leaf to make the ear, and for the antlers I used the Sizzix little leaves, and I cut those both out of craft. But later on in the video you're going to see that I changed the antler color to chocolate brown just to give it a much better contrast. The original reindeer box, although I altered it a bit, was created by B.J. Peters of Stampin Up, and the little box that we're going to be making was created by Angie Kennedy Judah of Chicken and Scratch on YouTube. So we're going to be sponging everything with this chocolate chip ink. So first we're going to start off with our box, our 5 5 3/4 pieces. They have been scored at 1 3/8 on the 2 sides and on the bottom of both pieces. If you don't feel like making a box, you can use a Jello box as you see here, or any dessert box, or any box that fits. Just hold the top note die up to see if it's the appropriate size. You may have to trim a little bit off the top, but that works just as well. So back to our boxes, we've scored, like I said, 1 3/8 from the bottom up, and on the first piece you're going to cut out the complete scored down both sides of the scored edges at the bottom there. So you cut up to the side and then cut up to the other side, and then just put that one aside. And then on the second piece you're going to cut from the bottom up just up to where the 2 score lines meet. Next thing we're going to do is adhere our box. So we'll just turn those flaps in and under, and you can see where you would need to apply the adhesive on the bottom flap. And then I'm just going to add adhesive to the sides here, and I'm using my ATG gun because my snail adhesive was empty. I have to restock after my craft sale. I used so many Stampin' Up supplies, so I've got to restock. So I'm just using the the ATG gun for the video. So you can just see, you fold the box up there and then just flip it, match up the edges, and then do the same thing on the other side. And you've got yourself a really cute little box. So I'm going to take a sponge and some chocolate chip ink, and I'm just going to sponge down the edges of our box before we go on to complete the front and back of the project. So just kind of wipe it and rub it along there, just to give it a little bit of continuity. Now if you're going to be using a Jello box or a different type of box, it would be a great idea to apply some themed printed paper along the side of the box where it'll be seen, because there's going to be the top note pieces on the front and the back, but not along the sides. So it'd be a great idea just put some printed paper down the side there, or some of that fancy tape that some people have, or something quick and easy just to cover up the brand name of the Jello. I'm going to go on and continue now to add some chocolate chip ink to all the pieces of our reindeer before we assemble him. I'm going to do is to make our nose a little glittery. So I've got some two-way tape there, you can see. Just put it on a piece of scratch paper, and then I'm just going to use the Stampin' Up! Red glitter. You can use any type of glitter. It can be coarse or fine. I think this one's kind of just a medium fine glitter. And just pour it over that sticky tape, and then just shake it off, and make sure that you save it on a piece of scratch paper so that you can funnel it back into the container without any wastage at all. And I just think that makes a fine Rudolph red glittery nose. These little boxes with Rudolph on them make a great centerpiece for a Christmas table. And you can make them up quite quickly by punching up and die cutting all your pieces ahead of time, and then just assemble them all together. So now I'm just going to take my two-way glue pen and just glue everything down, put the ears in the corner and the antlers and the eyes. So here it is with everything all glued, and as you can see, our little Rudolph nose turned out really well. I used a Stampin' Up! Black marker or a Sharpie to draw the mouth, and there's the chocolate chip cardstock that I changed, as I mentioned at the beginning, because I thought it was a better contrast. And there's the box top, so I'm going to glue that front piece right onto the box top. I'm going to put some adhesive all down the front of the box and also down the back, and just adhere the other piece down the back like so. So we have a finished box. And for the final finishing touch, I'm going to make some confetti using my paper shredder. You simply just take scrap paper and run it through your paper shredder, and in the coordinating colors. And quite easily you have coordinating shredded paper for all your little boxes and bags, or for packing. So I think it's a great little tip. So there's our little finished Rudolph little box for individual place settings for Christmas table, or for whatever you want to fill it with treats. And I'd really like to thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I was a day late. And so we'll see you next week with part 2 of our Christmas series on Wildcard Wednesday. Bye-bye.